December 13th, 2018, a recently founded company named Hypixel Studios released a trailer for a huge project they're working on, Hytale. Upon this announcement, the hype train was going at Mach 10 speed, but it's been 3 years now. Hype now obviously isn't nearly as big as it was then, and didn't really hold up even a few months into 2019. As Hytale's engine is being rewritten into C++, the game won't even be released into the next year. But to be honest, what matters more to me at least, is if the content can hold up to whatever expectations have been set by the community and even the developers themselves. And if I'm being real, Hypixel Studios is doing a damn good job. So if you're familiar with a small indie game called Minecraft, you may have heard of a very popular PvP server named Hypixel. Now, I'm not going to go over the server's history, but just know that eventually they branched off into their own video game company to start production on a game that takes a very slight inspiration from Minecraft, okay? Now, before we go further, let me just disclose that some of the things I talk about in this video might not hold up even a few months from now. And while I say that, I'm gonna bring up a Reddit post from 2 years ago because I think it explains Hypixel Studios' core vision for this game pretty well even now. I'm gonna paraphrase it a bit, but basically, Minecraft and Hytale are not the same. I mean, if we're making comparisons, this game is low-key a 3D Terraria, or similar to Portal Knights if you heard that game. Minecraft's bigger focus is its sandbox and survival elements than exploration. The core gameplay structure in Minecraft is punch tree, mine ore, go to hell, kill ender dragon, and between all that you can build whatever the hell you want. Hytale on the other hand, takes after more RPG and story-based elements. There are things like quests and even a main antagonist of the story. Look at the guy. That being said, there still may be survival aspects like hunger, but food could just be used to straight up heal you and maybe give you buffs instead of replenishing hunger, but we'll see. In Hytale, you're literally gonna spawn in front of a tree, attempt to punch it, and then run as you can. How Steve does it, I got no clue, but you sure as hell ain't that guy.
You're not that guy, pal, trust me. You're not that guy.
In Minecraft, dungeons and temples are just a neat thing to come across. Wait, wrong game. But in Hytale, it's a defining aspect of the game. I'm not saying that there's no exploration in Minecraft, by the way. It's definitely getting better with recent updates. But I haven't even gotten started with this game's sheer amount of unique biomes, items, and NPCs, starting with the absolute truckload of weapons. Besides the basic butter cutter, we can see twin daggers, a battle axe, a giant mace, even magical staves and books, which I assume are used with the mana bar in the UI. There's also this badass flaming sword, and I want it. You don't understand. I need it. And with these weapons come some special attacks, and that's awesome because it looks like they'll really spice up combat in both PvE and PvP. Seriously though, combat is looking smooth and flashy. I can't wait to try it. Biomes in Hytale seem to be separated into 6 different zones, and each embodies its own element. So Zone 1 is the Emerald Grove, which embodies the earth element and consists of forests, plains, swamps, and mountains. Zone 2 is the Howling Sands, which embodies wind and is made up of vast deserts and large temple ruins. Zone 3 is Borea, which embodies water and is a much colder and icier zone, with snowy tundra, taiga forests, and large mountains. Zone 4 is the Devastated Lands, which embodies fire and is literally hell on earth, but features calmer and lush tropical jungles underground. The last 2 zones weren't officially announced, but one has Skylands as a placeholder name, so it's very likely a Sky Island zone, and the other is referred to as Poison Lands, and your guess is as good as mine as to what that could look like. But their elements are lightning and void respectively. And you know, a guy like me loves NPC variety in games, and Hytale has all of that. There's more basic wildlife that are native to the zones and have regional variants. They do a good job of making the game's ecosystem lively. They also have mounts, pretty cool. Is that a fucking dragon? And then we have the more, well, interesting mobs. Most definitely hostile, like Buddy over here, Firewolves, the Eye of Ender's distant cousin, the creature from the deep, Yetis and Void Dragons. There will literally be dinosaurs in the lush caves. How cool is that? And who the hell gave the pigeon the knife? I also found that each zone has some sort of unique faction. For example, the Emerald Grove's Quebecs that are, well, I don't know what they are, but I love them. And then we have the less friendly factions like Twerks, Skaraks, Outlanders, and these sloth dudes, but we don't know much about them yet. All these factions have some sort of camp or nest to chill out in and have unique roles. Some will guard their camps, others will go out to hunt, and unlike Quebecs, these factions will probably murder you on sight. Quebecs just don't like it when you touch their trees. Don't touch their trees. It's pretty cool that you'll have intelligent NPCs interacting with the world around them.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Makes the game feel more alive, you feel me? So although Hytale hasn't been released yet, we've gotten a surprising amount of content shown to us. Of course, it's a work in progress, anything can change, but it seems like there's a clear vision for Hytale. And that's not even talking about the modding and community capabilities of this game. That's a whole beast in of itself. We haven't seen how quests work yet. Hopefully not too simple or just 99% fetch quests, but we'll see. I'm not usually this optimistic for a game. I've seen many games I like get murked before or even during its lifetime. But I don't know, maybe it's just that although they've been slowing down on it, we still get actually informative blog posts. For a game that, again, probably won't be released in a year or two, the last thing you'd want is radio silence. And apparently Hypixel Studios was acquired by Riot for more funding, so that's cool. I'm sure Hytale will be fine. And hey, if it ever comes out and isn't another Cyberpunk, I'ma have a lot of fun playing this with my grandkids. Anyways, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, hit that bell, all that, and I'll catch you later.